Hello and welcome back to my channel. My name is Samantha and today I'm going to be sharing with you a whole collection of highlights and bronzers, and these are the Revolution Reloaded highlighters and bronzers. I think they retail for about £3 or £4 each, but of course the link will be down below for you to check them out and purchase if you wish. This was a requested video, but it was so kind of the Revolution team to send me the whole collection to share with you. So yeah, I can't wait to try these out. I'm really getting into highlight in a big way, so I'm hoping that these are the formula that I like. I don't like anything too glittery. I don't like anything too chunky. I like something that just glides onto the skin and just looks like I've got a glow from within, a very healthy, beautiful glow. And I don't like too much of a highlighter, but I also like a highlight that you can build up. So if I want to be seen from out of space, I can. But most of the time, you know, like for daytime appropriate looks, I just like that dewy sheen. That's what I like. So yeah, that's what I'm looking for. So obviously you will find out if I like these probably throughout the video. I tend to ooh and ah a lot and give it away, but obviously I'll be giving you my review at the end. Okay, so looking at these, the packaging looks like this. Now these are larger than what I expected. I'm not really sure what I expected, but I know that it's definitely bigger than what I expected. You're actually getting a net weight of 0.35 ounces or 10 gram of product. So they're, you know, substantial amount of product there. I like the rose gold trim. I like that there's a see-through lid as well. I'm not really fussed about mirrors or anything like that in a product, but I do like to be able to you know, pop these in a drawer and then be able to see them, grab them. If I'm in a rush, I can see what I want, apply it, you know, and then get on with what else I'm doing for that particular day. I don't want to obviously keep worrying about looking at the back, opening them up and all of that. I just want to be able to see it. So I really like that design feature there. Turning it over, you have a cream base, and then you have all of your information. So you've got your brand name, you've got your collection name, and then you've got the shade name as well. You've got all of the ingredients there. This one is cruelty free, but obviously I'll be checking all of the shades for you to make sure that they're all cruelty free and vegan. But yeah, cruelty free and vegan there. So let's open this up. So when you look at this, you've still got that cream base there, but you've got that also draped silk finish to the actual highlight there, which I really like. I love that design feature. I love how it looks. I think it certainly looks a lot more expensive than the £3 or £4 that these cost. And like I say, you are getting a lot of product there. Against my hand, it fills up the whole of my palm. So that is a lot of highlight there. You're not going to need to purchase another one of these if obviously this becomes your favourite shade for a long time. So the name of this shade is called Set the Tone. It is the lightest. I think I've done it in the lightest to deepest, and then of course I'll go through the bronzers as well. So this is Set the Tone. That's what that one looks like. Let's swatch it. Feels beautiful, feels very silky. And that is what, let me just shut that. So that's Set the Tone. Obviously I'm not going to rub it in. You'll be able to see how it applies on the cheek in a moment. Then we have Just My Type. This one is again cruelty free and vegan. So this is Just My Type. A little bit more warmer, a little bit more, I would say like a golden peach, this shade. Okay, let's try this one. Yep, definitely peachy. Okay, so that's the next one. Then we have Dare to Divulge. Much more pink, this one, like a pinky peach, I suppose. So Dare to Divulge there. Then we have Raise the Bar, which is full on gold, like a gold bar. is Raise the Bar there. Then we have Make an Impact. Now I think this one has to be my favourite to look at. It's like a rose gold and it looks beautiful. It's the only one out of the collection that looks like that duochrome kind of finish, but it is absolutely stunning. Oh yeah, absolutely beautiful. So there's that one there. So it looks gold there, but then pink there. I think so far it's definitely my favourite. And then the deepest is Time to Shine, which is like, again, it's not a duochrome as such, but it's got a marble. So it's not a duochrome in that, you know, you put it in one light, it looks pink, and then the other it looks gold, but this one is a marbled finish, so you've got quite a deep bronzy golden finish, and then you've got some gold flecks running through. So there's that one there. So there's the whole collection going from light to deep, and I think I have to say that that rose gold finish is definitely my favourite. Absolutely love it. But I must admit this one is calling my name as well. Really, really love it. Okay, on to the bronzers now. So with the bronzers, I think these are £3 or £4 as well. Obviously, I will have the links down below in exactly the same packaging, where you have that rose gold trim, the clear lid, and then on the back you have again the brand name, the collection name, and then the shade name, along with the ingredients. And this one is just cruelty free. So all of the highlights are cruelty free and vegan, and then this one is just cruelty free. I'm just going to double check. I got carried away with swatching there that I forgot to double check on the highlights. Yeah, the highlights are all cruelty free and vegan. The lightest bronzer is called Holiday Romance. I can't speak. So Holiday Romance, and it looks like that. So you've got that domed finish rather than that draped silk look to it. So much more domed. Now I'm really, really pleased about the fact that they have released a collection of bronzers, because as you know, at the moment I'm using a palette, and although yes, I really, really like that, it's a little bit cumbersome to pop into your handbag or to travel with, or to have, you know, in your drawer. It's just a little bit more cumbersome. So I'm really pleased that they have released some separate bronzers. I like products that are separate, so that, you know, they go into a makeup bag a lot easier. I just know what I'm doing much more easy. You know, I don't know, I just wanted a separate bronzer. That's what I wanted, and I'm hoping that these are good, and that I really love them. So like I say, this one is called Holiday Romance, and oh, that feels very, very, very soft. So that is Holiday. Let me just pop that down so I can show you the swatch. So that's Holiday Romance. Now that's definitely got a sheen to it. I prefer much more of a matte bronzer, but obviously we're going into spring, summer now. We haven't got the sunshine here in Norfolk, but over the last few days it's been like spring to summer weather. So I suppose a little bit of a sheen may, you know, work very, very well. So the next one is called Take a Vacation. The first one, I don't know, it's got very, very fine marbling, but in the next one, this one, Take a Vacation, you can definitely see that marbling much more clearer. So you can see that you've got that deeper bronze, and then you've got that gold running through there. So let's see what this one looks like. So that's Take a Vacation there. And then the very last one, the deepest one, is called Long Weekend. So again, you've got that clear marbling running through it. I'll just show you against the deepest one, where you can see that marbling very, very clearly. The lightest, which is Holiday Romance, you can see what I mean, that the marbling isn't as clear with that one as it is with that one, but I just wanted to obviously share that with you and show, you know, the differences with the marbling. So let's swatch this one and then we'll get into trialing some products. Okay, so there's all three of those, so the lightest, medium, and then the deepest there. Okay, so that's all of your swatches. Okay, now I'm going to go with the lightest to start with. I mean, I do quite like a deep bronzer, but I'm going to go with the lightest and see how we get on, and then I might have to move on to the next, the medium tone, but we'll see. I'm using my, of course, the NYX fan brush. We really love this, and let's go into that. And I thought this was going to be a little bit too light, but actually it's definitely showing up. Yeah, love that. Okay, and that sheen is beautiful. It's not, I mean, you can see it's not a real glare, and it's not over the top shimmery. It's just got a very beautiful glow to it. Wow, really love that. Now I've used a little bit of it, actually, you can really see that marbling in this one. Oh. I may have found my bronzer, a separate bronzer. If I have, I'm going to be absolutely thrilled. I don't want to pop it down too much because I don't want to jog the table. Right, okay, now I've been doing this because I've been putting the Revolution powder foundation over the top of my foundation, which I found really does look beautifully blurred. Oh, it just looks stunning. I can do this and brush it on now. Might have to go in a little bit deeper. Oh, it's going on really smoothly. Yeah, might have to go a little bit deeper, but we'll see. I do like, you know, quite a deep glow. I think I'm going to definitely go to the next one. So the next one is Take a Vacation. That's better. It's showing up in the mirror okay, but it's not showing up necessarily on camera. So I want it obviously to show up for you. But not only that, I do like to be very warm in the face. Yeah, that's working beautifully. I'm just going to use the edge of my brush, just add a little bit of depth there, and then blend that up. I haven't brought along any blushes. That's the only thing that I feel that Revolution hasn't. I can't find a blush within the collection that I really like, and I do find that every time that they bring out a blush, it's got some shimmer to it, and I personally don't like a shimmery blush. Sometimes I like, you know, a blush topper, but most of the time what I like is you know, a blush that's matte, so then I can add a sheen if I want to. So that is my face warmed up, I think. Yeah, I have done it. I've gone the whole way around my face, and yeah, that's that. Obviously I'm not going to add a blush as I've just mentioned, but what I am going to do is add a highlight. And am I going to go for this one? I think I might go for Make an Impact, which is my favourite looking one, which is that rose gold. Oh, isn't it absolutely beautiful? So as usual, I am not using that one. Wrong one. That was my blush brush. I'm using my favourite Reloaded, not my Reloaded, I've got Reloaded on the brain, Flex highlighting brush. Yeah. Okay, and these are only, I think these are £3 on the Revolution site at the moment, I believe. So certainly check that out. I would say this is the best highlighting brush ever. You've got that. I wish it wasn't double-ended because I don't particularly like double-ended brushes. I never use this side, but I love, love, love that. Okay, so let's try this out. Love it. Love the shade. Now it looks quite deep in the pan, but it is absolutely beautiful. There's no glitter in it either, so that's definitely a plus point for me. So yeah, no glitter. That is gorgeous, and I must say on the skin it looks a lot gold, a lot more gold than it does rose gold. Really, really beautiful. You can see, you cannot see it from the front. All you can see is that that bronzer. So I think I'm going to put a little bit of a highlight up here, and then a little bit on the nose, not too much. So now I am bronzed, and yeah, I've got my glow on, which I am loving at the moment. I'm just going to take my headband out. Obviously I've got no eyeshadow on at all because I'm doing 2 videos today, and one of them could be an eyeshadow tutorial. Okay, so that is my look. I really, really love it. It's got like a bronzy glow now on the end of my nose. I love that. I really do like a deeper highlight. I'm really not keen on you know, those icy tones, which I've got here. Just doesn't work for my skin tone. But if you do, there's obviously that one, and then going right up to, and I'll show you it again, the deepest one, that one there. So there is a lot of selection. There is a lot of choice within this collection. Love that. Beautiful. I'll actually just share with you the swatches again. So we're going from lightest to deep, and again lightest to deep on the arm there. Not as good as the rest, but it's there anyway, that deepest swatch. But yeah, that is my obviously take on those and my try on. I'll now go through my review. I think you're probably going to guess what I'm going to say about these because yeah, I really do like that. Okay, so first of all, I think that there is a lot of shades within the collection. I think the only thing that I would have liked to have seen was perhaps a little bit of an icier pink. It wouldn't be for me, just because, you know, these shades here work perfectly for me, those 4. But I think there could be a little bit of an icier pink there, perhaps. Perhaps that's the only shade that is missing from this collection. But on the whole, I think there's some really beautiful shades. Really love the fact of that duochrome. Absolutely love that shade there. I love the packaging. As you know, I'm not really fussed about a mirror. Doesn't bother me. I'd prefer to be able to see the product for ease of use rather than a mirror. So, you know, that part of it doesn't bother me. I think you're getting a lot of product in here as well for your money. I think the price of these is just outstanding. I do believe that the highlighters are 3 and the bronzers are 4, if my memory serves me right. So I think the amount of product you're getting for your money, amazing. I think they really do pack a punch. This is me going in light-handed, and you can certainly build it up. It's absolutely stunning. I also think that on a light to medium skin tone, all of the shades until you get to that deeper shade are going to work for you perfectly. So, but I also think that, you know, there is a shade for everybody. So I think we're all covered basically, whatever skin tone you have. I think. I'm sure there's one of you out there that's going to say none of these will suit me, but forgive me, I think that, you know, it's a good shade range anyway. And I really like how it went on. There's no glitter. It gives me that sheen rather than that full, you know, full on shimmer, not shimmer, glitter. I really don't like. I just don't like it. So all in all, absolutely love the highlights. And I really enjoy applying a highlight now. So yeah, I think we're now going into spring and summer, and that's probably why I'm liking the glow. The bronzer, okay, I was a little bit disappointed to start with, thinking that there was a little bit of shimmer in there. Because I thought, oh, you know, it's not going to work for me, because I have tried shimmery bronzers in the past and really not enjoyed them at all. The packaging, again, is exactly the same as the highlight. So, yeah, really enjoy that. Again, not fussed that there isn't a mirror. But I believe these are £4. Obviously, do check out the link below. And they are all cruelty-free. So the highlights are cruelty-free and vegan, as I mentioned earlier. These bronzers are just cruelty-free. But actually, really, again, like the shade range, you've got a dark, medium, and a light, and I also really like the marbling effect. There was a slight layer on this one, but once I've obviously used it now, you can see that marbling a bit more clearly. And all I've got on the top here is that lightest shade, which is of course Holiday Romance. So the lightest is what I've got up here, and it is swatched there. So that's a Holiday Romance for you. So even though it's got a little bit of a sheen, again, there's no glitter, there's no chunkiness to it, but it just gives you a beautiful, I don't know, a beautiful glow. Really, really love that. Then we have the next deepest, which is Long Weekend. Again, really, really like this one. I had to go in here with it because the first one was a little bit too light for this area. Even though I could see it in the viewfinder, couldn't quite see it. Sorry, I could see it in my mirror, but I couldn't quite see it in the viewfinder. So I went for a deeper version, and that worked beautifully. So that is Long Weekend here. Worked perfectly, and also I just put a little bit more here, and that deepened that up, and it worked as a little bit of a contour. So yeah, there's no blush on my cheeks, as I mentioned, just Long Weekend. Really love it, and the marbling is much more clearer. And I would say, I'll show you this side because you can see that little bit of glow from the highlight, but there's no really intense glow. You just have a very healthy looking skin tone. So yeah, really, really like that. So that one is Long Weekend. Sorry, I haven't quite got the shades yet. And that one is Long Weekend there. So that's that one. And then the last one is Take a Vacation. And that one looks like that. The deepest out of the collection. This one I think has the most shimmer in it. You can definitely see that shimmer there, but I think on a deeper skin tone that will look absolutely beautiful. So all in all, I'm really, really thrilled that they have now released a separate bronzer. It's worked beautifully on my skin today, absolutely loving it. And even without any blush at all, which is exactly what I wanted to do to really showcase these products, I think it looks beautiful. If you can see a patch there, I don't know why, every single bronzer never adheres to that patch there. I don't know if it's the contour of my face, what it is, but it always looks like a circle there, and there's a circle there as well. Just the shape of my face, or I don't know, my skin. But all in all, really love these products. I'm very pleased that there's no glitter in the highlight, and I'm actually blown away by the fact that I love the bronzer as much as I do with that sheen. I think it looks really healthy. I think it looks absolutely beautiful. Now, of course, I would love your thoughts. Have you tested these out? Are you thinking about purchasing them now? Like I mentioned at the beginning, this was a requested video by a number of you wanting to see all of these shades and what I thought of them. So yeah, what are you now thinking to the shade range? Is there a shade here that you could wear? And have you picked these up, and what are your thoughts? Are they the same as mine? As well as the bronzers as well. So I'd love, you know, your take on those. What are you thinking to the packaging? What are you thinking to that draped silk effect? Everything I've discussed today, I would love your feedback on, as always. And of course, if you have just stumbled across my channel, I would love it if you subscribe to watch further videos. But as always, it will be until tomorrow. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you. Bye.